Kenny, you doing okay today, man?
Yes, sir. I'm doing great.
Good, good. Hey, wanted to ask you, there's been plenty of opt-outs, not just within your team, but across college football. Did you give any consideration to that for the bowl game? And Coach Stoops said yesterday or a couple of days ago during a press conference that he really thinks if you play in a bowl game, you really could improve draft stock. What was your thoughts going into this postseason?
I mean, honestly, man, I was just raised just to if you're gonna start something, finish it. So, I mean, I never thought about it. I mean, having the chance to play, play this game. I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, me opting out last year, like I missed it. So I ain't trying to opt out and miss more games. So, I love this opportunity to play against Oregon. So, I think that'll be fun.
I should ask this question first. Have you made a decision yet about next season? You have another year available, or is it something you're going to maybe address after the game?
I'm gonna just after the game. I mean, my focus is to just trying to beat Oregon and play this game. So, man, that's what I'm focused on right now.
Perfect. Thanks so much. You have a good Christmas, Kennedy.
Thank you. You too.
Brian Avery.
Yeah, Kennedy, you're one of the guys on this team that was committed back when Bob Stoops was the head coach.
Mhm.
What's it been like playing for him now, even though I know you've just had a couple practices, and then what will it be like playing for him in this bowl? And does that add a little bit of something extra to this game?
Uh, for me, I think it does, just because playing with Bob, man, a legendary coach. I think that'll be fun. Just it's something I always wanted to do. It's one of the reasons why I came here. So having a chance to fill that dream for me, I think it'll be fun.
And how important was him being around, that message that he gave to the team that Sunday after Lincoln left, just in sort of turning things in a different direction?
I think it was, man. Really important. Just from hearing coming from him, honestly, just the belief that everybody has in him, and him always sticking around and being for OU. Man, I really just lifted everybody's spirits up. So I think it was very important.
Hey, appreciate it, Kennedy. Have a good one. Have a good Christmas.
You too.
Jason Kersey.
Yeah, Kennedy, I'm just as a guy who's been around this program for a while, I'm just curious what were those first few days like after starting when Lincoln told you guys he was leaving? What was that like around the team, and how did you feel about everything?
Just like everybody else. It was all shocked. Um, but I totally understand. Why he left, and just for just better himself. There's nothing wrong with that. I think everybody should always want to better themselves. Um, the couple of days after that, it was sluggish. Honestly, but at the same time, man, we gotta lock in and focus on. We gotta better ourselves. We can't just keep ramping around. We gotta get back to work, and that's what we did.
And secondly, I know you haven't made a decision about next year yet, but I'm just wondering your early impressions of Brent Venables. Obviously, he's a defensive guy, but what are your early impressions of him just as the new head coach?
Man, I think it's a great fit. Just like Bob was a defensive coach, man. I think he's a great fit to be a head coach. He seems like a fun guy and somebody that's going to be a hard worker and change the program around. So I think it's a great choice.
Thanks a lot, Kennedy.
Always.
Offersville.
Kennedy, we've heard word like broken and shocked. Does everything feel back to normal in Norman? And what was there like a singular moment that where things start to click again and you guys felt like you were back into the routine of things?
Yeah, I feel like everything's back in motion. We all players sat down, we all talked about it, and we're all locked in. So now it's just getting to work and focus on beating Oregon. That's our main focus now. So after those couple of days, you can't, like I said, you can't whip around it for no more. We gotta get back to work. So that's what we did.
Jesse Crittenden.
Hey, Kennedy, I appreciate your time today. Obviously, Coach Levy's hire was made official today. Just what have your initial interactions with him been, and how do you feel like he can what can he provide to the team?
Um, I really don't know him as a person. So, but he's a great coach. Honestly, that's not a question question for me. I can't really go on top of that. But he seems like a great coach, a great fit, And if Venable trusts him, then I trust him. I trust his judgment, and we'll see how things goes.
Gotcha. And just to build off of Bob's question, just what have you seen from there's obviously been a lot that's happened in the last couple of weeks. Just what have you seen from the way the team has responded, since that happened in the last couple of weeks?
Responded well. We all jumping around, excited for this game, excited to get back to work. So it's a good atmosphere around here, and I love it.
I appreciate it, Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
John Hoover.
Kennedy, hey, Deshaun actually did use the word broken when talking about people, by what happened. And what I'm wondering is, off of that, was there some healing that needed to take place from the players' perspective? You guys getting together, following Coach Stoops, whatever it was that part of the process?
It really is more like healing. It's more of like, all right, like we gotta, like we can't keep crying over this. Like we get it. Like he had to go for his personal reasons, and now we gotta focus on us and do what's best for us. At the end of the day, that's what we always gotta do. So, like I said, we just went back to work, and that was that. It wasn't really no like healing process or none of that.
Quick follow up on Smitty. He is when it's announced today as the strength and conditioning coach. Wanted to get your thoughts on what kind of whether you stay or whether you go. What your thoughts are about him being back and toughening up the program, is the way it's been phrased, and things like that. And what kind of horror stories are those guys in for?
There's really no horror story. He's gonna put him to work. I love Smitty. I love the way my freshman year he put all of us to work, the freshmen. And we all got better from it. Yeah, it's gonna suck while you're doing it, but at the end of the day, you're gonna appreciate it. So he's a great coach, man. I love him.
Thanks.
No problem.
Jenny Carlson.
Hey, Kennedy, I'm curious about this bowl game. It's a new era with Coach Venables, but you've got past coaches coming back in some instances to just coach the bowl. You've got, obviously the roster is going to change over, whether it's seniors leaving or opt-outs or whatever. Like, what are you expecting out of this bowl game? Do you think, is this a team that's motivated differently than maybe past bowl games, or what are you sort of seeing?
What I see is a team that wants to win. Like I always been. Going out of practice, people playing hard. We can't be focused on what we can't control. Right now we need to focus on just practice hard, getting better, learning the plays, and going to beat Oregon. Our main goal is to, like it is for every game, to win. So it ain't nothing different just because people opting out, coach leave, or whatever. At the end of the day, it's just football, and that's what we've been doing.
Do you feel like the energy has kind of been renewed in the last few weeks, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you didn't sense it change that much. I don't know, but do you feel like it's sort of like, okay, we're starting something fresh here?
Not really starting something fresh. It just more passionate. Just more meaning to it. Honestly, we lost for Oklahoma State, so I feel like we just need to win. Like that's all it is to it.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, last one for Kennedy. Parker Thune.
Yeah, Kennedy, I asked the same question to Marvin earlier, and I want to ask it to you as well. But obviously, naturally, there have been and will be a lot of eyes on Caleb throughout this whole process. What can you say about the way that he's approached bowl preparation and his overall demeanor over the last 3 weeks or so?
Man, he matured a lot. Just from all the stuff he's been through and being a freshman because of it, man, he grew up a lot, and he's attacking this. He's being a great leader for us. He's going head on strong. So I got great confidence in what he's going to do, and he's going to show out. So I can't wait.